All right, so I want to show you how to actually build an automated trading bot here in 2025. No funny business. Let's get straight to it. What is an automated trading bot? First off, an automated trading bot is a bot that trades your strategy automatically without human intervention. Why would you want to do this? Well, first off, you're a human, you got things to do. You got places to go. You got people to see. You don't want to stare at these charts all day. You know 95% of hand
Talented
traders lose money.
naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
You know that the skill of trading is really not something that compounds. It's just like one good day, one bad day. Oh snap, I had an emotional day. I lost a lot. Or I had a great day and I made a lot. I don't know about you, but I'm not personally one that wants to be making lifelong decisions every single day. So if you're trading big size, you know that every day you check in to these charts, you're making a lifelong decision. Why do we have everything automated, but we're still riding horses here in the markets? I don't know. You're aware of other algorithmic traders. You know of Jim Simons. Jim Simons is the best algo trader in the world. The GOAT. Rest in peace. You know everybody cleaning up is using some sort of automated strategy. You know this, man. So, why are you still trading by hand? Why are you making those decisions? I don't know. But here today, I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to automate your trading. So let's just do it here. How to automate your trading. Let's go here and say, let's make another one of these. Duplicate here. And then let's go ahead and duplicate one of these as well. And I'm just going to walk you through all of this. Yo, I'm doing great, Texas. How are you, dude? 777, much love. Create your future. I love that. Create your future, bro. Future is yours, dude. What's going on here, dude? There we go. Damn, I refreshed at the last second. Okay, let's pull it down here. Let's delete everything here. So, how to automate your trading. How to automate your trading. And let's put a chart, stock, money. Let's put a moon. Let's put a moon there. How to automate your trading. Okay. I may be cooked though. Damn, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Researching. Research. So how to automate your trading. It comes down to three things, dude. And I explained this quite a bit, but automating your trading comes down to three things. Everybody wants to build a bot straight off the start, but in reality, that is not a good approach because not every strategy that you build into bots will be profitable. So there's no reason in order to build a bot if you don't know the strategy is profitable in the past. So I've created a framework that allows us to make sure that the strategy that you're trading is actually profitable in the past prior to building it into a bot. This will allow you to have confidence when you do create your bot. Even with that, another safety measure I personally use is when I build that bot, I use tiny size and I watch it for 30 days. Below is my RBI system that helps me build profitable trading bots for the rest of my life and the rest of yours too, dude. Okay, so here we go. Automated trading comes down to these three things. Everybody wants to build a bot straight off the start, but in reality, that is not a good approach. Not every strategy that you build into bots will be profitable. So there's no reason to build a bot if you don't know the strategy is profitable in the past. I've created a framework that allows us to make sure that the strategy that you're trading is actually profitable in the past prior to building it into a bot. This will allow you to have confidence when you do create your bot. Another safety measure I personally use is when I build that bot, I use tiny size and I watch it for 30 days. Below is my RBI system that helps me build profitable trading bots for the rest of my life and the rest of yours too. I'm just going to say that. End it there. 1. Researching to find potential trading strategies. Krishy, what's up, dude? See you at 12 p.m., dude. It's Friday. You know what that means. 777, dude. Good morning, good morning. GM. The wind and the sun. Gentleness succeeds where force fails. Do I wait for the link? Yeah, you'll get a link in your email. Probably about 2 hours prior. Let's get it, bro. 777. The horse and the stag. Pride leads to servitude. Sidecoin says need binary quotex trading signals and Mexi. Oh man, you lost, dude. Get up out of there. No offense. Get up out of there. Binary anything? I'm out. Mexi, I'm out. 2 sentences I'm out on. Have you thought of building a model that uses probabilistic parameters as well as other models to automate your RBI? I would need you to expand on that one. That's some gigabrain stuff, dude. I'm hungry. Let's get it. How to automate your trading. RBI. I'm gonna put that there and I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again, dude. Researching to find potential trading strategies. 2. What is all this, dude? Delete. Delete. Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead and put a maybe like a turn into bullet list. Okay, perfect. While many people think building trading bots is all about building a bot that trades for you 24/7 right off the start, it really comes down to ensuring that you actually have good strategies that you can try out. How do you try them out? You do something called backtesting, which I'll talk about later. But if you think of this as a business, you need to have a lot of strategies that you can try out in the past in order to find 1, then 2, then 3 that work in the future. So while building trading bots and being an algorithmic trader is fantasized as something that is building a bunch of code and building bots all the time, that's not necessarily correct. A lot of the hard work is done via research. Below, I will give you some places you can do some research and some techniques that I use in order to find strategies that may work in the future. Everybody has a different approach to the market. No two traders have the same approach. No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot, but I can show you where I find ideas. And that's what I'll show you below. Okay, so while many people think building trading bots is all about building a bot that trades for you 24/7 right off the bat, that's the saying. It really comes down to ensuring that you actually have good strategies that you can try out. How do you try them out? You do something called backtesting, which I'll talk about later. If you think of this as a business, you need to have a lot of strategies that you can try out in the past in order to find 1, 2, 3 that work in the future. Then 3, and so on. So while building trading bots and being an algorithmic trader is fantasized as something that is building a bunch of code and building bots all the time, that's not necessarily correct. A lot of the hard work is done via research. Below, I will give you some places you can do some research and some techniques that I use in order to find strategies that may work in the future. Everybody has a different approach to the market. No two traders have the same approach. No one will give you a profitable trading bot, but I can show you where I find ideas, and that's what I'll show you below. Before going any deeper into my RBI process, I need to reiterate the fact that there's nobody online, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere, that will give you a step-by-step direct strategy that you can just start running and making money. The analogy I like to use is if there's $1 million in the corner and 100 people know about that $1 million, how long will it be in the corner? Not very long, right? Somebody will go pick it up. Now, the same goes for when you find something that works for you. You're not going to go parading it around telling everybody, hey, this is the exact strategy that I use to make a bunch of money. So keep that in mind, that you need to keep your edge close to your chest and not share it with anyone. But know, in this process, no one is going to share theirs with you. So a lot of the places that I will show you how to research will give you golden nuggets, but I doubt you'll find anything that will be plug and play. Where I've found my biggest wins has been finding these golden nuggets and piecing them together. Maybe one system here, one piece of another system here. Maybe I heard something in a podcast. Maybe I read something in a paper. Something just to spark an idea. This is going to take time and a lot of testing. If you're not interested in testing, researching, and being persistent, you likely won't have success in this industry. So while I can show you where to fish, I will never be able to say, hey, run this strategy and make $1 million. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so that's fire. You set parameters that are based on probabilities from data. You set the model to scour the market. In your case, you would input what you believe to be an optimal state given a backtest. Then it applies them. It sounds a little bit like GE. A little like GE, dude. Could be cool, dude. I would say you should do that, bro. You should absolutely do that. Try it out. Because you got everything I got. Report back, bro. Report back. Okay, so I feel like papers, research papers, academic papers. Academic papers are a great source of in-depth research on trading strategies, indicators, and approaches to the market. Google Scholar is a place that you can get a lot of academic papers. You've got master's students and PhDs who write their thesis on an approach to the market or a trading strategy, and that can be beneficial for us. Now, remember, these are academics, they are not necessarily traders. So, while they may be PhDs, this doesn't automatically mean that they're gonna be great traders. So, you have to keep that lens on it. Always look out for in these papers to make sure that they are using fees and slippage. A lot of the times I'll read some of these papers and I'll notice that they're not even incorporating fees into their research, which kind of nullifies a lot of their strategies. That being said, if you go in with the expectations of, hey, I'm just looking for ideas, I'm not looking for a plug and play, then your expectations will be set right and you'll probably find some great stuff in these papers. So check out Google Scholar and you'll see everything. You can type in any type of indicator or approach to the market like mean reversion, trending, etc. But check out Google Scholar. There's an unlimited flow of research papers that could potentially lead to your next big idea that you can then backtest, which we'll talk about in the next section. So I need this to be here, dude. Maybe I'll make this like a drop down or something. Turn into toggle list. Google Scholar. Via Google Scholar. Academic papers via Google Scholar. That's a great one, dude. Let's go ahead and duplicate this here. The next place I would say are podcasts, trading podcasts. Trading podcasts are a great way to hear how others approach the market. I really like podcasts for the reason that they are ways to get in this inside the mind of real traders that have real track records. Not all, but a lot of these podcasts will vet their traders to make sure that they're actually profitable. They'll never divulge their exact step-by-step strategy of when to buy and sell. Again, nobody will do that. But being able to listen to hundreds or even thousands of different approaches to the market.
Hey, dickhead, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my perky habit, bitch, this is my life.
That is absolutely gold. And I have come up with some of my best ideas that I have spent months, if not years, attacking and testing and implementing based off of just a couple minutes of specific podcasts. One of my favorite podcasts is Chat with Traders, just because of the velocity of great traders that they get on their podcast. So definitely check that one out. There are a ton of trading podcasts out there that can help you get in the mind of a trader. And you can see all of the different ways that they attack the market. And then your light bulbs will go off when you hear an idea. And then again, you can go test that idea in the past, see if it actually works in the past. If it works in the past, it's not guaranteed to work in the future, but it's much more likely. Chat with Traders. Perfect. So trading podcasts here. Let's get it. What's up, Landon? How you doing, dude? What you up to, bro? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's go here and trading books. I really love trading books to learn ideas and approaches to the market. Again, it's unlikely that anybody's going to ever just say, hey, buy and sell at this point, that point. But what I love about books is that it's usually the person's best work over the past X or Y years. Meaning, most people don't spend a day making a book. They'll spend like a year or two. Maybe even more sometimes. And it's usually based off of their ideas that they've tested in the past. Meaning maybe they've been trading for 10 years and then they write a book about it. Well, then you get to learn everything really in depth. And you know that they're usually bringing their best ideas. There's a lot of great books out there on trading. I would really go ahead and read as many as possible. I personally like to use Audible, as I can be exercising, walking the dog, whatever, and be listening to these ideas and just stay in the minds of these traders. Because again, one idea can change your trading system for life. One of my favorite series of books here is called Market Wizards. Jack Schwager, he interviews the best traders of all time. And he has a whole series of books. probably like 50 plus traders now. So you get to see the vast array of different strategies that all of these traders are trading. Again, nobody's going to give you a profitable trading strategy off the bat, but being able to learn from 50 different traders, you'll be able to craft your own strategy that you can then go ahead and test to see if it worked in the past. Now remember, just because it worked in the past does not mean it's going to work in the future. That is because the market is ever changing. But this RBI system that I'm teaching here will show you how to ensure that it works in the future as well. I'll talk about that later, but trading books are usually the person's best ideas. So if you have the time and the resources, get yourself an Audible account and start listening. Wow, that's a big liquidation, dude. Holy smokes. 12.25 million and not, oh my, oh God. Okay, I didn't mean to put it there, but geez, that's some big legs here. Get that out of here, bro. Oh man, I just deleted all the licks, dude. That was bad. That was really bad. I hit Command L there, and that's okay. We'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it pushing. But let me go to my Flow Pro here. Okay, there we go. So trading books. Trading YouTube. Go ahead and read a couple of these questions. I'm out. I hate school, but I gotta stay productive. Stay productive, Big Onk. Thanks, bro. Much love, dude. Much love. Much love. Isn't day trading just gambling with extra steps? Chunky says. Yes, I would say that. Especially if you're trading by hand. I think trading is very close to gambling when you're trading by hand because you're making decisions off a whim and there's no data behind it. So, yes, day trading by hand is gambling. It's not free anymore. Jumping back on these 15 days of coding. Nice, Landon. GM, Artail, what's up? 777, dude. He says, I love you, dude. 777. Much love, bro. Videos. There are various video platforms. Obviously, YouTube is the #1 platform. Can you get good trading strategies from YouTube? Well, just like the rest of the places to get strategies, nobody's going to say, hey, this is a strategy that you could run and make $1 million. You know that. Now, I put videos as the last way simply because videos are easier to make and look at it from that perspective. Anybody can make a YouTube video, which is good and bad. Because that means you could learn from some kid in Kentucky and he could have something that helps you create a really great trading system. No, it's not going to be plug and play. We know that. But the tricky thing about video is that anybody can make a YouTube video. So there's a lot of noise on YouTube. There's a lot of ideas that don't work. So I feel like the quality is lower, but the quantity is higher. I have learned a lot from YouTube as the quantity is so high. And at the end of the day, you're really trying to spark your brain to that idea that changes your system forever. So I don't want to leave out YouTube videos. You can type in trading strategies, you can type in trending strategies, you can type in mean reversion, you can type in crypto, you can type in any type of indicator, and you'll find a wealth of knowledge on anything you type in to YouTube. Just remember that it's easy to post on YouTube, so anybody can post. At the end of the day, you're just looking for ideas that you can put into your systems, and then you can test to see if they actually work in the past. So with YouTube videos, you literally have unlimited research that you can do.
It's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out in the computer, and maybe it isn't, maybe it isn't. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things, and then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for
Favorite? Why they do the European favorite? He says smashing day 12. Nice, dude. Loving it. I have 3 questions. Why do you pick 11th bid or ask? Is there a reason? No. How do you find arbitrage? Is it hit and trial? No, it's math. How do you maintain research in RBI data like notes and all? I use Apple Notes. I use Apple Notes and my code editor. I find it funny people outside the US use the word doubts. I have 3 doubts because here in America, that word is like, I know what you mean because I've been working with people internationally for a long time now. But I don't know how to explain this. Maybe I can use AI to explain it. Let me just use some AI to explain this funny thing that I've noticed. It's nothing against you. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the questions. So I find it interesting that here in the United States, we never say I have 3 doubts of your training. Like, for example, if I purchased a training from somebody, I would never be like, yo, I have 3 doubts of your training. That insinuates that like that you doubt something, like it doesn't work, or it's like this is whack, or it's kind of a negative connotation here in the United States. But it seems like outside the US, they use doubts as, hey, I've got 3 questions. But if people would say that in that way, that comes off so much different than saying, hey, I have 3 doubts of your training. Because, hey, I have 3 doubts of your training means like, yo, I doubt this shit's gonna work. Or I doubt this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So can you articulate that difference here for me? I'm having a hard time explaining this to the chat. And I think it's a very interesting conversation because when reading the written word, especially country to country, things can get misconstrued so easily. So I just try to like be kind to the words and know that everybody kind of says things differently. But yeah, explain that difference between doubts and questions. I feel like in other parts of the world, doubts is a synonym for questions, but doubts is definitely not a synonym for question here in the US. I want to see what she says about that. I just got here. What we doing? Meme coins or regular markets? You've made a fascinating observation about cross-cultural language differences. Let me break this down. In the US, doubt carries a negative connotation. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I get a lot of people asking questions like, "Yeah, I got a question." In India, yes. Okay, so yeah, I get it a lot from India, and I know it's all kind. I know it's just a different word. Um, cool. It's cool to hear that it's from India. Um, I think some other countries as well, but whatever. I just learned to like stop getting offended by it. It's just different word. We all know the same slang. Like we're all homies. We're all friends. But like early on in my career, I was like, what is you talking about, dude? Doubts. I ain't got no doubt about this. In the US, doubt carries a negative connotation. When someone says I have doubts, it implies skepticism, disbelief, or lack of confidence. That's it, dude. Example, I have doubts about this training. I'm skeptical that this training is legitimate, effective. In many countries, especially where English is a second language, doubt is commonly used as a direct translation for question or query. We don't use that word either. Okay, so it's a direct translation. Okay, that makes so much more sense, dude. I've kind of picked up on that because, like, coming from people that I know that aren't saying, like, yo, I'm skeptical or whatever, it kind of started to make sense. It's like, oh, okay, it's just a different language here. So, doubt is commonly used as a direct translation for question or query, particularly common in Indian English, influenced by Hindi, where shanka can mean both doubt and question. Interesting. So you got a shanka, bro. So I got a shanka. I got your shanka answers, bro. Example, I have 3 doubts. I have 3 questions. I have 3 questions I'd like to clarify. This is a classic example of what linguists call false friends or language transfer, where a word exists in multiple cultures. The literal translation is the same, but the cultural, pragmatic meaning differs significantly. And I would say that's one of those words that differs significantly. If you're not Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Cultured like Moondev, you might get offended. It's similar to how British quite often means somewhat. Interesting. I didn't know that. So it means somewhat in British, quite. In American, it means very. Or how table a discussion means postpone the discussion in the US, bring the discussion forward. That's crazy. This is why international communication requires not just language translation, but cultural awareness. When someone says, I have doubts about your training, it's important to consider the cultural context. They might simply be asking for clarification rather than expressing skepticism. See, that's tough right there. This is a tough sentence because this could be all love, bro. I have doubts about your training. But if I read that as an American, I'd be like, what's your doubts, bro? What's wrong? I thought it was super fire, dude. I thought it was so good. Why you got doubts about it, dude? But coming from Indian American, it's like, yo, I just got 3 questions about your training. So just a little cultural language lesson there for the fam here today. Let's get back to it. Okay, so how to automate your trading, the RBI. So researching is number 1. Here's a few ideas. Okay, sweet. In Italian, we say "ho della gubi," meaning I have some doubts. Hmm. Italy, huh? Artel. You know, you're living that Italy life out there, dude. That's pretty far. So let's just go look around Google Scholar for a bit. Google Scholar here. Go through Google Scholar and you can just type into Google Scholar. There's a bunch of things. Now I wanted to show you, you can see like trading strategy. Okay, let's start there. And optimal trading strategy with supply and demand dynamics. Let's see if we can open it up. Now, a lot of these papers are not public, pretty much. There's ways to get around that, I'm sure. But I'm going to open a bunch of these up. An autonomy of trading strategies. Evaluating trading strategies could be good. The evaluation and optimization of trading strategies, like these all, if you're brand new, the encyclopedia of trading strategies, yeah, of course. Arabic Trader, high frequency trading strategies. So you can see that one just downloaded a PDF for me. High frequency trading strategies and on deep neural networks. The optimal trading strategies for an investor. Evaluations of pairs trading strategies. So you can see there's already multiple approaches to the market here. You can see
moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
you can see a bunch of related searches here. You can say, hey, do you want to trade futures? Futures trading strategy, that will go search that for you. Momentum trading strategy, algorithmic trading strategy. So let's go ahead and look through some of these. You can see this is a whole on paper here, dude. If you read this full paper, dude, there's zero chance you're not going to learn something. Okay, but what if you don't want to read it? At least do this. At least, bro. Please go through this paper and tell me any and all trading strategies that they discuss and how to implement them into a backtest using backtesting.py. Actually, I don't want to do that part. Give me the strategy details. Okay, sick. So while that's running, I can go here and, you know, that's like a big paper here. And we can just keep going through these. And there's literally like news-based trading strategies. This is a great way to kind of get onboarded into trading strategies here. So risk adjustment trading strategies, and you just open all of these up and read until you come across something that intrigues you. Because at the end of the day, you have to do something that's fun. If it's not fun, then you're not going to do it for a long time. And this industry is hard. Statistical arbitrage pairs trading strategy, review and outlook. Let's look through some more of these papers here. News-based trading strategies. I can do the same thing here. You can just read it slowly, or you can do this. So it already sent me one back. Let's keep it pushing, dude. So we got 2 papers here. Here's another one, an autonomy of trading strategies. And this is such a great way to just get introduced to the market. I don't know if I can copy and paste this one, but you can read it. It'll take time, yes. Evaluation, optimization, trading strategies here. The evaluation and optimization of trading strategies. The encyclopedia of trading strategies. So this is a really good one, actually. Let's see if I can copy this one. There's 386 pages. Holy smokes, dude. Breakout models, moving averages, oscillator base, seasonality, lunar and solar rhythms, cycle based. Watch this. Let's go to our let's go here, dude. And let's say cursor, because AI agents for trading, I have this new, if we go to data, code to text million agent, AI agent, and let's go here and let's say I bet this can take all of it in there. Hey Moondev, have given up on BitTensors or has it taken a back seat? Did I miss anything? You didn't miss anything, dude. I was looking into it. But yeah, I kept it pushing, dude. I kept it pushing for now. I'll come back to it maybe. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet. I was kind of taken aback by the you know, the instant shade I got in the Discord. So I was just like, I'm gonna take some time. I'll look into it again, but I never went deeper than that. It's crazy how that works, dude. It's crazy how that works. What I want to do here is try to see if this works with it. So I'm gonna move these here to private data for now. Technical doc. This is actually called, let's name this encyclopedia, a ton of strats.py. Okay. So here we have this code that is gonna give us a ton of strats. Or it's not code, but it's encyclopedia of strategies. So I want to see if my agent that I built yesterday, we built this million agent yesterday, and it has connection to that knowledge base. Essentially, this is using Gemini here. And in Gemini, it has a million context windows. So you saw how big that paper was. It was an encyclopedia. Let's go to Chrome here. Neural network. You can see it's encyclopedia, 386 pages. Who knows how many tokens, but let's see if we can get it. List every single trading strategy you can find in your encyclopedia knowledge base. Moon, do you think 2% a day makes sense? You would be great. You would be great if you can do 2% a day, dude. Breakout models, moving averages, seasonal, neural networks, genetic algorithms, neural networks, seasonal. Also, give me a simple list. Give me a simple list. Just of all of the different approaches to the market based on your knowledge base. My AI said no. So you can see discretionary trading, system trading, trend following, counter trade, optimization, walk forward optimization, self-adaptive, genetic algorithms. This is actually a great encyclopedia, dude. I'm gonna save this one. This is a really good Arabic trader here. Oh, this is a book, dude. This is a McGraw-Hill, the Encyclopedia of Trading Strategies. Okay, this will make you aware of everything. Everything out there. And then it's really picking what you want to attack. Gemini loves PDF. Let's just try Gemini. Good idea. Good idea, dude. Thank you for the idea, dude. Encyclopedia. Okay, let's go to Gemini here. Gemini. Let's copy that because this is kind of a goated one here we found. Let's put some of these here, some of the good ones here. Encyclopedia of Strats. Close. Let's go ahead and put in that PDF I just got. Please list out every single trading strategy that is listed in this PDF. Much easier, dude. That's what I'm asking if you got to this point at some point. Not consistently, not every single day, no way. Of course, days like that, sure, but nah. That would be 700+% per year. Maybe on tiny size, but not my size. It's unrealistic. Please note that the list is not exhaustive, as the book may contain additional trading strategies. I don't need descriptions of them. I just want a list of every single one of them in the PDF. That's it, dude. Breakout models. Oh, because it's models. Moving averages models. I see. Yes, but you know, there's breakout models. I want you to explain every single one of the breakout models and all of the moving averages models, all the oscillator based entries, all the seasonalities, every single one of them that's mentioned in the paper. Nah, the notion's just for the challenge members. SMA, exponential. Okay, sick, dude. Commonality, seasonality, core idea here. Cycle-based entries, neural networks, core idea, okay. Genetic algorithms. Employ evolutionary algorithms. We've done that. Standard excerpt strategy. Fixed stop and profit target. Setting predetermined levels for exiting trades. Okay, dynamic stops, profit target. Extendable time limit here. Neural exit component. Yes, dude, this is fire. Okay, so let's go back to that paper here. And chapter 13, chapter 15. Okay, so genetic algorithms. It's awesome that they have this in here. Evolutionary algorithms, because we spent a lot of time on that. Neural networks here. Cycle-based entries here. Lunar and solar rhythms. That's interesting. Legitimacy or lunacy. Oh, goodness. Moving averages here. Purpose of the moving average. The issue of lag. Types of moving averages. Kinds of breakouts. Okay, so you can see here. Then we can type in futures trading strategy. So watch this. I'm just going to put a couple of these ideas here on this here. Momentum, trading strategies, algorithmic trading strategies. I'm in the boot camp. Did I miss it? Yeah, you should have access to it if you're in the boot camp, dude. I'll drop the link here in the Discord. If you're in the boot camp, you have access to the this that I'm building right here. This is not financial advice, of course. Of course. So let's go here to the members chat real quick. And I'll post the link in there now. In case you missed it. All right. I just put the roadmap in the Discord, dude, so you're Gucci. Can see it there. Perfect. Damn. 1,600 hours here on YouTube, dude. 1,600 hours. Okay, so let's see what else we can find here. Trend following here. This is good futures trading strategies here. A trading strategy based on the lead lag. That could be interesting. Trend following strategies here. Commodity futures. Let's go ahead and open it up, dude. Research on futures trend trading strategies on short-term chart pattern here. Looks good to me. The handbook of pairs trading. That could be interesting. Using trading mechanisms here to investigate. Okay. Analysis of implications of stock or futures. Trading strategies in the futures market here. Predictive trading strategies for physical electricity futures. Interesting. Keep going, bro. Thank you. The VIX futures basis. That could be interesting. Using Roughset to support investment strategies of real-time trading in futures. So you can see this. You can just go through this all day. A trading strategy based on lead lag relationships between spot index and futures contract. Again, if I want to be lazy here. Oh my goodness, did you see that? When you copy it. Okay, maybe that was me. Describe this one for me as well. What about using Paris trading for ETH and Ethereum Classic, bro? That could be cool. Paris trading, I'm assuming you said. Thing is I just don't know. I don't know everything. You know, I just know what I've tested. The Journal of Banking and Finance, trend following strategies in commodity futures, a re-examination. I think you get the point of how to use this VIX futures basis trading. Evidence and trading strategies here. Profitable momentum strategies. You can type in momentum strategies, algorithmic trading review. So here we go. Algo trading strategies, high frequency. I would start with low frequency, but that's just me. Let's talk about that for a bit. So let's go back here. I showed you around, I feel like enough. You understand how to get academic papers. Okay. We'll come back to these later. Researching. Overall approach. Let's go ahead and say approach to the market. Which market to trade. I want to go ahead and go over high frequency versus low frequency trading. So let's talk about both of those really quickly. So which markets to trade? So you have multiple markets that you can trade. I personally trade crypto because that's where I got my start, and I really like the decentralized nature of crypto, and it tends to be a lot of fun. That being said, it's extremely volatile. And may not be as robust as other markets. Some of the markets are listed here. You have stocks / equities, futures, Forex, and crypto. Then there's also sports betting and prediction markets.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know.
In my mind, markets are markets, and the RBI process will typically work for all of them because the RBI system that I show actually keeps you away from building a trading bot for as long as possible until you have something that works in the past. Ideally, multiple things that work in the past. All of these markets have charts that go up, down, and sideways. There are slight differences. For example, a Forex market seems to be a little bit more mean reverting, so mean reversion strategies may work better there. While stocks and crypto are better momentum strategies. Markets, momentum markets. Momentum markets. You will have to test this. The great thing is though, Python, the coding language that I use, works for all markets. And if you understand markets, you can jump between markets pretty easily. Again, I focus on crypto because that's where I have the most fun. And in order to go at this industry for a long time, you have to have fun with it. Sounds interesting. Possibly be profitable. Could be. Do you think a regular person can go for HFT and LFT strats? A lot of people think that algorithmic trading is all about high frequency trading where you trade 2,000 times a day. While that is possible, it, in my opinion, is not the best place to start. The HFT guys, they make a ton of money and it is extremely competitive. They compete on speed, being close to the market, and do anything it takes to win. In my opinion, if you're new to algorithmic trading, I would look at systems that trade on the daily or the 4-hour, as the lower time frames become much more competitive. while I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice, I personally believe there's a bigger probability of success on the lower time frames. The longer time frames. Like 4 hour and 1 day. Simply due to competition, as the reward in HFT is much bigger. But if you're just getting started, is it better to trade against the very, very best in the world, or people that are just trading by hand on the 4 hour or daily? I would argue it is easier to have success with these larger time frames. This is all on the Notion, yeah, dude. This is all on the Notion. Okay, 6. So I got these set up. I've got those set up. Let's keep it pushing, dude. See what's going on over here in these pre-markets here as the market's about to open up. And there looks to be some volatility today, fam. Just a little bit of volatility. Just another day, another dollar. Let's see what's going on with the big boys, the Tessie. Up a little bit. The Nvidia up a bit too. Okay. Let's see what the big dog BTC is doing. ETH. Okay, okay. All right, so now you know how to find great trading strategies through Google Scholar. You also know my approach to which markets to trade. High frequency versus low frequency trading. I think this is a good idea. Here, we can go over it. I'm going to type in trading strategies here. Trading strategies. Algorithmic trading strategies. Pairs. Trading. Strategy. Okay, perfect, 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 perfect. Now let's go over some trading books here. So I've got a lot of books here that I want to go over, and I actually have them on my book list. So let me go ahead and open this up here. And grab some of my books here because I think these books are interesting. Trading books here. Let's put Market Wizards there for sure. So Market Wizards series here. Market Wizards book. You can see he goes ahead and here, let's just look him on Amazon. I use Audible, but Market Wizards here. So Jack Schwager, he goes ahead and interviews the top traders. You have to read this book if you're going to be a trader. I would say that's like 100%, 100%. And then read the Unknown Market Wizards. Read both of them. Read all of his books, really. Unknown Market Wizards is really cool. So Market Wizards is like his first book, and then Unknown Market Wizards, I think, is his second book. Hedge Fund Market Wizards. So I think he has three or four new Market Wizards. There's 4 books. I would listen to him on Audible if I were you. But if you're a reader, read them. Whatever you got to do, dude. This is a pretty much the best traders I've ever heard of. All are interviewed in one of these books. So if you've made it to the top in trading, you're in this book or one of these books. So if you're really trying to attack this game viciously and be the best you can absolutely be, you've got to research and do things others won't do. Maybe somebody will read one of these books, but if you're going to read all 4 of them, you're going to have a bigger edge than the people that just read one book. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, Jim Simons is the best trader ever. Algorithmic trader specifically. If you type in Jim Simons net worth, 31 billion. Okay, so he actually has a book, and if you go here, you can go type in The Man Who Solved the Market. This book is written by Gregory Zuckerman. If you Google this name, actually, and you type in Moondev, you can hear more too. You can hear more. I thought we had an interview with him. Videos, maybe. You can see here, we got a bunch of short videos, but there's a long video as well. So Gregory Zuckerman, Moondev podcast, maybe. Dude, I have all the clips here, but anyways, you can go to just my YouTube channel here. But this book is super interesting because this, again, it doesn't tell us the exact way he trades or anything, Jim Simons, but he's the best. He started the quant revolution. He's the reason you and I are here right now, actually. Absolutely. He's the GOAT. He's the one that I follow. He's the one that I am emulating, and I'm going to keep chasing him. So if you want to get in the mind of him, this is probably as close as you're going to get.
Hey, dickhead, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my perky habit, bitch, this is my life.
Dark Pools, another good one. It's fascinating, dude. This one's fascinating. The Rise of Machine Traders and Rigging the U.S. Stock Market. Another must read, dude. Another must read. Flash Boys, if you want to know more about those high frequency traders and what they'll do to win. Michael Lewis's Flash Boys here. Definitely a must read. Here is a ton of trading strategies. So advanced futures trading strategies. I have this book right here, actually. And it's literally a textbook of 30 fully tested trading strategies. So he's tested them for you, walks you through them. So if you're looking to approach this game correctly, remember it starts with research. And then after researching, it goes to backtesting. After backtesting, if you find something profitable in the past, it might be profitable in the future. It's not guaranteed, though. So it's a lot of hard work on the front end. And you really got to earn it. You really got to earn it in order to build that bot on the back end. So advanced futures trading strategies here. Absolute fire. The quants. This is what you are, a quantitative trader now. So how a new breed of math whizzes conquered Wall Street and nearly destroyed it. Fascinating story. Definitely read this. I know it's a lot of reading material, but Complete Turtle Trader. This is an inspiring story of how they found some people on like Craigslist ads or, newspaper ads. And they said, hey, we need somebody to come trade for us. We have a system, just trade it. And these guys went ahead and traded that system. And out of it became millionaires, not overnight. They didn't become overnight millionaires, but they took 23 novice traders and taught them a trading system like you might find here on one of these papers or one of these books or podcasts. They learned, and they were able to run it up. So I'm just trying to give you all of the resources for trading here, where you can find more and more trading strategies, dude. How to trade in stocks was a good one. Not that. Jesse Livermore here. How to Trade in Stocks. Must read. A Random Walk Down Wall Street. Another great book. So I'm just trying to give you every resource that I have read. Now, I haven't read all of them, so if you have more for me, please do let me know. Fooled by Randomness. The Hidden Role of Chance in Life and in the Markets. Really great book. Best Loser Wins. In trading, you can't have an ego. If you do, you get cooked. You can't win if you think you have to win every game. You have to lose in trading. And that's one of the big reasons that I am an algorithmic trader. It's because I want to win. You know? And I know that I can't just work harder at trading. I can't just sit there and stare at the chart harder to make it go my way. The only way I can win is to approach it algorithmically. And that's why I spend all of my time here. Building out trading systems. And showing you every single step of the way. One Up on Wall Street's another good one. These are just the goated books, dude. One Up on Wall Street by Peter Lynch, all-time great. The Black Swan. There's always a possibility of a black swan. We've seen them before. COVID, black swan. How do your machines handle that is the question. These are things that you'll have to ask. May I ask, do you have to run the bot on a server or your own PC? Do you have to run your bot on a server or your own PC? I'll get to that in a second. The Black Swan is very important to read. What I Learned Losing $1 Million. Go ahead and read that one. What I Learned Losing $1 Million. Very good book. Option volatility and pricing. If you're interested in options, option volatility, I haven't fully read this one yet, but this is a textbook. It's thick and it has trading strategies in it. So it's something that has been recommended by pretty much every great trader and fund advisor I've ever met. Trading in the Zone. Great book. Master the market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. One Good Trade. This is another good book. This is the guy that built SMB Capital up in New York. Where is it? Mike Belfiore. Oh, look at that, dude. He answered for you. The AI answered for you. That's awesome. Inside the highly competitive world of proprietary trading, very competitive industry you're jumping into, dude. It's probably the most competitive in the world. Just remember, it's PvP, meaning like I take from you, you take from me. If I win, you lose. If you win, I lose. Not necessarily me and you, but you're taking the money from somebody else. So inherently extremely competitive. I just gave you a bunch of books here. So remember, the process to automate your trading is this, dude. It comes down to three things. Everybody wants to build a bot straight off the bat, but in reality, that is not a good approach. Not every strategy that you build into bots will be profitable. So there's no reason to build a bot if you don't know the strategy is profitable in the past. Create a framework that allows us to make sure that the strategy that you're trading is actually profitable in the past prior to building it into a bot. This will allow you to have confidence when you do create your bot. Another safety measure I personally use is when I build that bot, I use tiny size. I watch it for 30 days. Below is my RBI system that helps me build profitable trading bots. So it comes down to researching. I just showed you 2 amazing ways to research, dude. You got academic papers via Google Scholar. You can go through Google Scholar like we just did. I gave you a bunch of ideas. Trading books. We just went through a ton of different trading books. Trading podcasts, dude. I would just start with this one. Chat with Traders. Because there's so many. There's so many Chat with Trader episodes here. And you can see all of the people that they've talked to. There's 300 episodes here. If you can't find a strategy after listening to these 300 episodes, dude, like, you're probably not going to make it, to be honest. Probably not going to make it. With all of these podcasts, in combination with all of those books I showed you, and all of the papers, it's going to be hard to not find ideas. But that's the most important part, and that's why I'm showing this first, and that's why it's the R. It's RBI. I need you to be able to constantly research. I need you to be able to always find your next idea. Don't get married to ideas, please, please, please. Never get married to an idea, dude. Just keep coming back. Try a new idea. If it didn't work, okay, move on to the next one. You can see there's 300 episodes here. You can find it on your whatever podcast or YouTube or whatever. And if you can listen to all of these, even like 2x speed, dude, it might take a while, but this game is no joke. It's no joke. And it's great because you get to hear from real traders, and these are verified traders. That's what I like most about this is they go back and they ask for track records. So I've listened to pretty much every single one of these chat with traders. So I've been in the mind of many of these people. Interesting, they removed one. I've never seen that done before. I wonder what that was. That makes me curious.
Imagine you had everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
Episode 126 here. Chat with traders 126. What did he drop? He leaked his edge clearly. So that's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen. But that tells you this is kind of gold, right? They want to remove it. Chat with traders 126. So interview, podcast episodes. See if we can find this anywhere. Awesome interview. The Demure of an unstoppable futures trader. Oh, and he's an algo trader. HF trader. He was formerly the macro of hedge fund. Jonathan got into trade sports related industry. I definitely listen to this. He did a stat arb, ran a stat arb model. Jonathan got a job at a hedge fund. So this is a fun game, right? Like you're able to go so deep into this. Market Wizards, check out the book Jonathan recommends to everybody. See, same book, Market Wizards, dude. There's nothing new out there. It's just, how are you going to piece things together is the real question. How are you going to piece things together? How are you going to approach it? Do you think this kind of strategy would be hard to code? I don't know what strategy you're talking about. I think you can pretty much code all of them. So definitely check out Chat with Traders. There's some other podcasts out there, but I'm sure you can find them. You know, at the end of the day, I wanted to show you like places that you can find strategies. Because I'm not going to give you a profitable strategy. Nobody's giving you a profitable strategy. But you have unlimited academic papers, you have unlimited podcasts, you have a ton of books, and then videos, YouTube videos. I won't go deep into this, but you know how to search YouTube, dude. Trading strategies, just like that. You can start there. You have no ideas? Well, here's a bunch of ideas, dude. Trading strategies. Okay, well, you want to get a little more into it. Mean reversion strategies. All of these things that you've picked up, all of these keywords, all of these approaches to markets, all of these ideas, all of these, these thoughts, just type in here. Mean reversion strategies. You want to go deeper? You know how to research. You found me, you know? So I know you're a great researcher. Mean reversion strategies, momentum strategies. You can watch these forever. You can watch these forever. And let's go ahead here and say videos. I actually have a RBI agent for this. It's pretty cool. So I can open up these videos here, and whatever strategy they're talking about, it will code a backtest for me. So if I open this up and this one, let's say, and I just grab these two links here, I can put them into my RBI agent. So down here in the, let's see here, RBI ideas here, I could put any YouTube video links here, and it will go watch the YouTube video.
Solo necesitas el
And
nombre
then
y la
backtest
visión de
it.
tu proyecto para dar el primer paso.
So let's go try it out, dude.
El dominio perfecto te espera.
RBI agent here.
Regístralo y crea tu web.
Run it.
Descubre herramientas de diseño.
So there's an error. Request too big for the model. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's change the model up. So you can see I'm using a bunch of different models here. So change the model up. See, I'm using Mixtral here. Let's use a different model. Models here. Let's go to model factory or the readme. Let's say open to the side. And let's just use Claude Haiku here. So I would just go to here and say Claude instead. And then let's try it. Okay, so you can see it's processing the idea, successfully fetched the YouTube transcript. There's 500 or 454,000, okay? And then it goes ahead and it found the actual strategy here, and now it's backtesting the strategy. So it's pretty fire, dude. It's pretty fire. This is just an agent inside of my Moondev AI agents for trading GitHub. A lot of you have access to that. So yeah, that's just, you know, I build tools to help me do the research process for me. And now it's backtesting for me, which is awesome. So you can see here, outputted the backtest to here, adaptive reversal. Anyways, I'll kill that for now. I just wanted to show you that. That's just part of my AI agents. Everything I do, I just try to make better and better and better and better. Better and better and better and better. Okay, so now you know pretty much everything about where to find strategies. And I literally gave you all the sauce today. So you now have everything you need in order to go find strategies in order to get started with this process. So you now know how to research. And the next thing would be backtesting. Backtesting to see if they worked in the past. So that would be number 2. But let's delete all this. He says 777, dude. Thank you. Oh, by the way, do you have to run this on your own PC? Well, I run it on my own PC until it works, and then I scale it. So when I was first getting started, I had a secondary PC for the longest time, and I would just run it there because I was just testing. But to scale, I ended up setting up a VPS. VPS sounds intimidating if you're new to this, but it's actually super duper easy, and I show you how to do it. So yeah, I'll just walk you right through it. It takes like 10 minutes. I want to answer a few questions here after a quick little pee break. All right, so I get so many people coming to my channel and saying, hey, Moondev, can I run your bots and make $1 million? Can I make a bunch of money off this overnight? And the answer is always no. So algo trading is automating your trading strategy. Now, if you're a trader, you know that you have to have money in order to trade. If you are starting at $0 or close to zero, I actually do not recommend algo trading. I do recommend you learn how to code because I believe code is the great equalizer. And if you learn how to code, you will be able to build anything for the rest of your life. Now, I understand that you might be thinking this is a way to get rich quick. It's just not. Algorithmic trading is very, very hard, and you have to build your own edge. Now, I show it on YouTube because I believe code's a great equalizer, and if it gets you motivated to code, then dude, I've done my job. You've learned how to code. Okay, so how do you actually make money with coding if you can't just make money out of thin air with algo trading? Again, if you have cash that you have and you're trading it successfully or even unsuccessfully, that's a different story. You can automate your trading and you can earn a yield if you find an edge. But if you have no money, how do you make that first $100 or the first $500 or first $1,000 or whatever, dude? Go to the Clips channel. The Clips channel in my Discord. Go to the moondev.com in order to get in the Discord. Go to the Clips channel because you can see here, I have so many great videos on my YouTube channel. And there's so many pieces of gold that I literally want to watch. If you clip them into short, concise videos and upload them to YouTube, you literally can make passive income. Here's the earning structure for you. You literally just take any of my videos and you go and you clip them up. You go ahead and use CapCut if you'd like, or you can use this AI agent that clips them for you. You can look more into the Clips channel here on the Discord and see the full walkthrough, including a training video here. But essentially, long story short, is I have super long videos and there's gold in those long videos. Your opportunity here is to build a whole business based off of my videos. Essentially, you take the long videos and you make short videos. You can use CapCut here as I show you, or you can use the AI agent. Go read through this post. You can see you get paid $69 per 10,000 views. And if you get 30,000 views in a month, that gets up to $89. If you get 50,000 in a month, that gets up to $100. So you get $500 for 50,000 views, and you literally don't have to make videos, which is awesome. So this is just for the people that need to build up their cash before they can actually trade, or you just want to learn how to code while watching my videos. I think this is the best thing for those that do need help actually making money, because again, I don't want to suggest to go spend your last $200-300 on algo trading, because it's just not the game for small size investments essentially. So here's a good way. You can have all of my YouTube videos. You can go to my YouTube channel, download those if you'd like, but I also put them in the Dropbox.
Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
So I'll put them in the Dropbox, videos for clippers. You can just download these videos and then clip them up. Again, I show a full training here, and I actually will add another training here. But this is what you're interested in, how much you get paid per videos. You literally post these videos, and you can see some examples here of other people doing this, and they're doing a great job. They're making better videos than I have, because my videos are too long, and I get that. But I'm not here making videos. I'm here working on my my algos. So I need somebody else to do this. And this is just a great opportunity for you if you are in that situation where you have time and you want to learn how to code. If you want to learn how to code, then there's no risk to this because you literally are only you're going to watch my videos and learn how to code and then clip them up to make them shorter. So you'll watch them again, essentially. And yeah, I look forward to it. Just head on over to the Discord and the Clips channel to learn more. There's a couple training videos. Just read through this whole post here. I'll update it frequently. And yes, long story short is if you're trying to make money overnight, dude, algo trading is not for you. But you can make money by clipping these videos and finding the good parts and uploading them to your YouTube. And that's pretty much passive income. So enjoy. It's in the Discord. Go learn everything, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, so I get so many people coming to my channel and saying, hey, Moondev, can I run your bots and make $1 million? Can I make a bunch of money off this overnight? And the answer is always no. So algo trading is automating your trading strategy. Now, if you're a trader, you know that you have to have money in order to trade. If you are starting at $0 or close to zero, I actually do not recommend algo trading. I do recommend you learn how to code because I believe code is the great equalizer. And if you learn how to code, you will be able to build anything for the rest of your life. Now, I understand that you might be thinking this is a way to get rich quick. It's just not. Algorithmic trading is very, very hard and you have to build your own edge. Now, I show it on YouTube because I believe code's a great equalizer. And if it gets you motivated to code, then dude, I've done my job. You've learned how to code. Okay, so how do you actually make money with coding if you can't just make money out of thin air with algo trading? Again, if you have cash that you have and you're trading it successfully or even unsuccessfully, that's a different story. You can automate your trading and you can earn a yield if you find an edge. But if you have no money, how do you make that first $100 or the first $500 or first $1,000 or whatever, dude? Go to the Clips channel. The Clips channel in my Discord. Go to the moondev.com in order to get in the Discord. Go to the Clips channel because you can see here, I have so many great videos on my YouTube channel. And there's so many pieces of gold that I literally want to watch. If you clip them into short, concise videos and upload them to YouTube, you literally can make passive income. Here's the earning structure for you. You literally just take any of my videos and you go and you clip them up. You go ahead. All right, so now you fully know how to research any trading strategy and find any strategy that may work in the past. So where do you take it from here, dude? Well, I've got a bunch of questions that I need to answer for you, first off. And let's just go through those accordingly. I thought this was a moon, but it's actually a quarter or something. So I have a bunch of frequently asked questions. I want to spend some time on this. The first question I get a lot is, what's the best coding language for algo trading? So there's a ton of different coding languages out there. In my opinion, the best way to approach algorithmic trading is by learning Python. Python is a very wild ride. First off, it's not, nothing in this game is easy. We know that already. But Python is an easier language than some of them out there. And what's great about Python is if you learn Python, you're going to be able to build for pretty much any computer application that you can think of. All of the things on my screen right now, all built in Python. Everything I build is in Python. AI is majority built in Python. So everybody building for AI, machine learning is all in Python. So the way I looked at this is I could spend, a year learning Python and ideally automate my trading. The person that I learned who's trading $1 billion a day, he's using Python. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to use Python. What's great about Python is that it's very similar to other languages like JavaScript if you need to change. But the thing is, dude, is that once you learn how to code, you learn how to code. And all of the other languages that you pick up will be very, very easy to pick up. For example, everybody talked about how hard Rust is. Rust is just so hard. It's too hard to do. I was able to pick it up in a couple of weeks. No problem. But that's because I already learned Python. Where do you learn coding for algo trading? YouTube is a good place. There's not a lot. Maybe now there's more. I haven't been learning a lot. I've been showing a lot. So I like YouTube. Do you prefer trading crypto versus Forex or stocks? Why? So a lot of people come to me and they say, Moondav, why aren't you trading Forex? Why aren't you trading stocks? I've always been fascinated with crypto. I had early success with Bitcoin and finding that early. So I have some sort of an allegiance to it. You call me a crypto bro, whatever. I don't care. I love it here. I have so much fun in crypto. And while it's volatile and your P&L swings may be bigger than if you were trading Forex or stocks or futures. I just have fun here, man. I like the people. I like how everybody's loves decentralization and hates the middleman. And I guess it's the ethos of it. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but I just love the people here. I love the idea of, hey, we don't need banks. I love the idea of being unbanked. So I truly believe to do anything, you have to have fun with it. If you want to do it for a long, long time. To me, Forex is stupid boring. Stocks can be kind of fun because you can get behind different companies. Futures, I should probably put that there. I'll probably do more futures and stocks in the future, as I'm 35 and I plan to be algorithmic trading for the rest of my life. The one downside of crypto is the size you can trade is smaller. I learned from somebody that trades $1 billion per day. I don't trade even close to that. But if I ever want to get to that size, I may have to not move on, but grow up a little bit from crypto. Right now, I'm only on my 4th year. So the way I've looked at it is let me have fun with this stuff for the first 5 years. 5 years. This is a game I'm going to be playing for the rest of my life. Weird things like that happen all the time around here, dude. As I'm saying, have fun with it. Devin comes on and says, you only get one ticket. Might as well enjoy the ride. It's true. You might as well enjoy the ride. So why do I trade crypto? Because I'm trying to have fun at all times. Up, down, sideways, I don't care. I'm trying to have fun. And I'm trying to play this game for a long, long time. Karuku says, why Forex is stupid boring, LOL. I guess I just don't know enough about it. I mean, I think that finance is kind of boring overall. Yeah, that's what it is. Finance and trading are kind of boring. For me, I'm a gamer though. I built games before this, dude. I was building games for people to play and have fun with. That's my type of business, dude. So if I'm coming into algo trading, I'm gonna pick the most fun industry. And crypto's gotta be the most fun. What is 777's? Passing love. Good vibes, dude. If you stay in a good vibe, you can have anything in this world. But imagine if you're always miserable, always in a crummy vibe, oh, boo, me, you, blah, 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 like my life sucks. Okay, your life's going to continue to suck. So we all go through ups and downs. We all have ebbs and flows. But at the end of the day, you stay in a good vibe, you pass the 777 around, dude. You're gonna get whatever you are thinking about, good or bad. Forex, low volatility, boring. Dot dot dot. Rico, there you go. Maybe that's why I like crypto. I like the volatility. Do you run your bots on your computer? How do you run them 24/7? So when I first got started, I had like a side computer that I would just run everything on. And I'll even run it on my main computer. Doesn't matter. The only downside is you have to keep your computer connected to the internet. But the process I teach you is the RBI system. Remember that. RBI system actually you don't run bots until step 3, and we haven't even got there yet. So you've got a long ways to go before you get to this part where you need to run them from somewhere else other than your computer. Now, if you do live on an island like me or somewhere with power outages, that was also very tricky. That got me to have to run them online before I actually was comfortable with it. But the good thing is setting up a VPS, a virtual private server, is actually super duper easy. And I know it sounds intimidating to you, because it sounded intimidating to me, even when people told me it was easy. But I walk you straight through how to do that step by step. So you can run your bots on something called a VPS, and it costs like $30-40 a month. And it's a computer that never sleeps. It never loses internet. And you can just run them there. It's super easy to do. And I promise you it's actually easy. And I'll show you step by step. What's the bootcamp's refund policy? It's 100% 90-day money back guarantee. I don't even want to know why you want the money back. I don't even want to know. I just want you to get your money back ASAP. Why don't you believe in hand trading? So this might be a personal story, but it might relate to you, dude. At the end of the day, I was a pretty decent trader. Like, I could make money in the markets hand trading. But once every like 60 days, maybe 90 days, maybe I didn't have good sleep, or maybe I got in like some argument, or maybe I got influenced by somebody else who was super bullish on something or bearish on something. And I would just wake up and I would just get on tilt. Like, something would tilt me. And I would start chasing, or I would get fear, and I would lose big portions of my account trading by hand. So it'd be like 60 days of profitable trading that I've literally spent hours and hours and hours and hours staring at the chart, just to have one off day where maybe I was sick and I'm just coming back for the first day, just not feeling myself, and I make stupid decisions. So while there might be super, super well in tune people out there that are always understanding their vibe of when they can and they can't trade, I think eventually they're going to get got. They're eventually going to have a bad day. They're eventually going to have a day that they use too much leverage, or they make an emotional decision. While you, of course, can't remove all emotions out of trading, even algorithmically, because you're going to be emotional about your P&L swings. Yes, okay. But removing the in-game emotions where you're clicking buttons like, oh, life savings buy, life savings sell. That's so important to me. You can trade however you'd like. I just truly believe that over the course of the next 30 years, you will not be profitable if you trade by hand. And I'm trying to be here for the rest of my life. So that's why I lean so heavily on automated trading, and I don't think you'll do it profitably any other way. The casino is rigged, and everybody's using bots. And they only make trades when they know they have an edge. So if you're making trades by hand and you don't know you have an edge that actually works in the past, then you're literally the product. He says, I see you. It's okay. I will try my feet fetching forex, pair data, and testing the strategy to see what the win rate. There you go, dude. Yeah, it's just whatever you like, whatever you have fun with. Again, just because I haven't even tried to trade forex, so maybe it is fun. Maybe it is fun. Maybe that's just a bias, but just like you, I'm a human with my own biases. And yeah, that's a whole nother reason that hand trading doesn't work, dude. Do you need a computer science degree for this? I don't have one. So, no. You don't need a computer science degree for this. You can learn how to code entirely for free on YouTube. Entirely for free. That's pretty fire. That you can learn such a hard skill here for free on YouTube. Is the bootcamp closed? Yes, it's closed. The bootcamp is closed. Sorry, dude. Much love to you. I have the challenge at the end of the month. Actually, that's next week now. Wow, time is flying. We're almost done with month 2, fellas. The challenge is at the end of the week. My AI is capping to you. How do I start algo trading journey? If I get the bootcamp for a month, will it be enough? I'm gonna pass that because the bootcamp's closed. Can you talk about profitability of algo trading? It's as profitable as your strategies, so I can't like tell you that you're gonna make X amount or Y amount because I don't know what strategies you're gonna come up with. I showed you all of my places that I do come up with strategies with, and I'm sure there's other pawns, there's other places. You have conversations with traders. You'll probably be able to get more edge out of people if you're talking to them one-on-one than if they're writing it in a book. But how are you going to get access to those people is the question. That's the question. What's your opinion on machine learning and trading? I love machine learning and trading, but not the way that everybody else does it. Again, Jim Simons always pops up here and tells me, don't do what everybody else is doing. If everybody else is attacking the new hot thing, don't do that. And that's true. So everybody uses machine learning to try to predict the next price, the next bar. In my mind, that's not the approach that is going to be most fruitful just because everybody's doing it. If everybody is predicting price, that price will change. And if that price changes, well, your prediction is going to be wrong. It's different than like predicting sales or predicting weather. It's not going to change the weather. If 1,000 of us change the weather or predict that tomorrow is going to be warm, it's not going to make it cold all of a sudden, So I think that's pretty important to think about when you're using machine learning. Maybe you can predict other things though. Maybe you can predict the sales of a company based off of sales data or satellite images or whatever. Use machine learning that way.
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Can you give a rundown of each part of your screen is showing? Absolutely. So you can see here, these are the big liquidations here. These are the smaller liquidations. And these are the orders coming through on Binance on the left and the right side. Left side, smaller, bigger. So I just like to watch order flow, as a lot of great traders watch order flow all day. And I'm just trying to do what great traders do. Trying to automate it. What strategy do you suggest starting with? Not so much a strategy, but I can give you a time frame. Use daily time frame. What are the sounds going off on your stream? A lot of sounds connected here to this data flowing in. So when a big liquidation comes through, I try to make a sound so I can hear it before I even look at it. Why can't I just buy a bot from someone else? Well, the problem with buying a bot from someone else comes back to the analogy of, if there's $1 million in the corner and I was to tell 1,000 people, that $1 million would be gone. For example, if I had a strategy that worked on a size of $1 million per day, well, if I went and told somebody who's trading $1 billion a day, they would absorb all of the alpha. So you don't want to tell anybody your edge. You don't want to tell what strategies you're using, because if, that guy that taught me all this stuff or inspired me, he didn't teach me, but he inspired me to do all this stuff. If I were to tell him what I'm doing, he's trading $1 billion a day. I'm not anywhere close to that. If I tell him my edge, he's just gonna go take it, and it's his now. So whenever you see something on the internet that's saying like, "Hey, run this strategy or that strategy because it's profitable, dude," well, run away, or at least maybe look into it, test it. It's for yourself with a back test and maybe small size, but don't put your private key in there. Don't use their code. Understand every single line of code if you're ever gonna take somebody up on that type of offer. I don't believe in it. I don't teach it for that reason. What do I need to download to start coding in Python? So Python is super easy to get started with. I use Visual Studio Code to start, but I would just recommend Cursor now. Download Cursor, download for Mac or PC. It's the same thing as Visual Studio Code, but here you have an AI to help you out with things. So for example, if you have one of my pieces of code here, like the RBI agent, I could say, "Hey, chat, let me go ahead and understand everything." RBI agent, can you please break down this whole code here? And for every type of function, please give me 3 examples of how to use that function. I'm just learning how to code here, so I need you to teach me these things. This is what I love about it, dude. It gives you the power to learn everything you want to learn and how you want to learn it. And where you get stuck, well, it's just going to take repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Repetition, 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 dude. And you can see I'll break down the main components of the RVI research backtest and implement agent and provide examples for each key function. Let's go through them one by one. You need a Mac for cursor.ai? Do you really? Are you sure about that? Is it really just for Mac? Is that facts, dude? Anybody in the chat, can you confirm that? Can anybody with a PC confirm that you have to have a Mac? I don't know about that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Do you use market orders or limit orders? Just totally depends on the strategy. Market orders are they're good for speed, but it just depends on how much liquidity, meaning how many traders there are, how much volume there is. You know, if you're trading a small token, a lot of the tokens in crypto are very, very small. So market order could cause a lot of slippage. Slippage is the price that you pay higher than the actual cost. So for example, if I'm trying to buy 1,000 BTC and there's only 200 for sale, I have to go up the ladder. So I use market orders and limited orders, just a mixture of both, but that will come down to your strategy. What brokers, exchanges do you use for algo trading? I don't like to recommend exchanges because I think they're all against us. They're all venues that are looking out for themselves. You have to be very careful. You know, some of the safer ones, I don't even want to say safe, dude. But Coinbase has been here for a long time. But we had the FTX incident and nobody saw that as unsafe. So I try not to recommend them. The ones that I personally use are Coinbase. I use Hyperliquid, which is kind of decentralized. And then I trade on chain with Jupiter. Jupiter, Solana on chain. So those are my exchanges. Be careful. Make sure to be able to pull your funds quickly. That's important. If anything like FTX ever happens again, dude. FTX, essentially what happened was it was a big scam and they were like using funds for other things. So everybody pulled their crypto out and then people didn't get their money back for like 2 years. I think they're just starting to get repaid. So be careful. That's a huge risk in trading in general, is exchange risk. Having the data in the correct format is tricky. Can be a little tricky, yeah. Ask AI though, because she'll definitely be able to help you out. She'll definitely make it less tricky for you, dude. Definitely. I need to go ahead and I need to do a couple things here. So let's see how many more questions I have. One. Okay, I went through about half the questions here. That's probably good for now. Answered a bunch of questions. I need to go ahead and build out this. I have an API for that. I wanted to go look into a potential error here. So let's go over here. And first off, let's see what's going on in the members chat. At MoonDev. Hey Moon, I'm in the live and I can't really find what you write on. That's okay. Okay. Well, errors, bro. It's right here, dude. Should be at the bottom. Were you able to find it? Okay, so next thing I want to do here is
Damn near anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given. To evolve.
Seems like something's broken here.
Advance, create. I create my own world.
So I want to go fix this. So let's go fix this real quick. Okay. Are all the trades in the background? No. No. That'd be crazy though, Flying Ace. I wish. Haha. If I was trading that much, dude. The only one trading this much is Binance. Because those are Binance trades. So all the trades going through Binance. I just watched them all day. So it looks like this broke here at some point. So I need to go ahead and fix it. Let me go ahead and show you this because that's important. And you should read it. Okay, you can go back now. Did you read it? Please read it. So we're having a little error here on our video watcher here. See what's going on. So that's called vid watcher here. I'm gonna say screen ls here, and then connect to that vid watcher here. Screen r. That's interesting, dude. I'm getting this error here. It's like they broke it. I'm getting this error for every single video that we put in. It seems like something broke. Maybe we need to use a new transcript library or try a different way to pull the transcripts, because I know some of them won't work because the transcripts are disabled for some videos, but not all videos on YouTube. And it seems like for the last couple weeks, it hasn't worked for any videos. So this is jamming up our video watcher bot. So we're going to use a different downloader. So let's copy this here. Let's kill it real quick. And then let's apply it here. Accept here. Let's try it again, dude. Let's try it again. That one is not working either. Maybe we can try the other one, but maybe there's an update or something for it. It should be there. It's at the bottom. Let me know if you can't see the things at the bottom of the Notion. I just added the whole new section there. Maybe some screenshots or something will be helpful. So let's say accept here, and let's copy this here. Let's just try to update that last one. Python vid watcher here. So let's go back to the YouTube watcher here. I think that's done, bro. Seems like it's cooked and it's not working anymore. Is there another library we could try? So let's go check out what's going on. You can see the vid watcher's not working anymore. This was such a fire tool, dude.
Lena loves U.S. products, but they are not available or expensive in
down. This one is tricky. This is a tricky question. Let me show you.
Okay, we're gonna try a different one. All right, let's try it, dude. Bug. Okay, let's try a different one. He said Moon the GOAT. Thank you, bro. Much love for you. Let's try it again. Let's keep running it back till we get it, dude. I think they killed it or something, bro. No dice here either. Is there another library we can try? They smoked us, bro.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made when I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No, this is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Actually need to ping the chat too, dude. I'm gonna send this real quick. Let's go ahead and send that here. News here. Yo, 777, dude. I hope that's the right. Here. Yo, whoever put this clown's face here, you're gone, bro. Mishi. Oh, Mishi, you're out of here, dude. Papia. I'll be remembering you fools. Actually, let's just pull you up right now. Let's pull you guys up right now. You put a clown here, dude. I'm gonna clown you. Watch this. Watch this, dude. I don't care if you're a part of the group or not, dude. Let's get the band hammer going, dude. You put a clown, I'll clown you. Let's see who's clown now. Mishi, you're out of here, bro. Peace. Donald Duck. Okay, what's you're a paying member too. Let's go see who. Let's go see who wants to smoke, bro. He thinks this is fun. He thinks it's fun. I'm out. I'm out. You put a clown on me, I'll clown you, dude. You clown me, I'll clown you. You clown me, I clown you. Let's see who Mishi is. I ain't like his attitude ever, actually. Moy Key. Okay, second, third month. Yeah, he's ghost. Let's get his refund going. I'm gonna send him a refund too. I'm gonna send him a refund for his last month payment. Ain't no coming back from this, big boy. Michael, ain't no way. Oh, he's already out of here. Good. Let's get him all the way out of here, though. November, December. Michael. February. Let's refund that last one. Refund. I got a 90-day money back guarantee, dude. 90-day money back guarantee. Cancel subscription. Cancel subscription. Let's go message him this. Message. Look at him. He says I'm a legend, bro. Nah, you're done, bro. Sorry. Goodbye. Crazy he's messaged me so much. Damn. Yeah, it's crazy he messaged me so much, dude. It's sad too because I actually like the guy. You clown me, I clown you though. Let's go find him in the chat. This 100% money back guarantees for me and you. Mishi, you were fun here. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Look at him. 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 Look at Mishi. You clown me, I clown you, bro. He's messaged a lot here, dude. He's messaged a lot. Mishi, you're gone, bro. I'm sorry, dude. You're blocked, bro. You're blocked. You're banned. You're blocked. Kick, block, kick. Which one? Ban? Yeah, ban. Breaking rules? Yeah, I guess. Ban, peace. Okay, sick. So, who else? Who else, bro? Who else? Who else wants to smoke? Papia? Okay. Papia? Papia? Oh, you're smoked already, bro. Let's get him out of here. Let's go to server settings here. This is my world. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, but you're gone now. Papia. You clown me, I clown you. You clown me, I clown you. You clown me, I clown you, dude. Who's the clown now? Yeah. Ego. Don't hurt my fragile little ego, bro. Don't hurt my fragile little ego. Cause you're in my world. You're in my world. Just remember that. Look at that. Now we got no more clown faces on my thing. You offend Moondive? You're out of here, B. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not sorry at all. This is my world. Remember that. Moondive.com. 25, 26, and 27 at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, perfect. So let's go here and say I love my money back guarantee because it allows me to do things like that. I love it. I love it so, so much. I love it so, so much, dude. Okay, sick. So I got the communications out here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this working. I honestly never liked that guy anyways. He was always kind of a dick. Mishi. I could look through some of his messages, dude. Like, haha, well, he's gone now. Never mind. Had to get him out of here. He brought bad vibes continuously, so that was kind of his last straw. It was deeper. It was deeper than that. I've been seeing him throw shade this whole time, so you know, I can't be around negative people because that makes me negative, dude. I don't want to be negative. I want to be positive. You know? That's it. So I protect me, I protect people around me, dude. If you're in my world, you know it's gonna be a positive world. Cause I don't need your money. That's why I closed the boot camp. Yes, sir. Okay, so here's the bug. Looks like we're getting closer. We're on to something. Definitely on to something here. Okay, sick. Let's try this one. Yes.
Imagine you had everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
That's the easiest way to manifest what you want, dude. Don't work with people that aren't good vibes around you, dude. Promise you. I kick people all the time. I have to. If you're not a good vibe, you're not worth $69 to me, dude. You're not worth $300. You're not worth $69. No way. My life is too fucking chill, bro. I'm trying to keep it a good vibe at all times. So I kick people all the time and refund them. Like, I don't want your money. I want your mind. And if you're not in a good vibe, you can't be around me. Can't be around me. No way. No way, dude. Damn, so I think YouTube just cut it off, bro. Seems like we run into this. Is there another way to do it? Yo, Pogo, what's up, dude? 777. Thank you for coming through today. Much love to you. So we don't want to use the API key. We want this to be done some way without that. Check out this code and see what we're using here, because this one seems to work. Or does it? Did they kill this as well? Get transcript, okay. Print transcript. Because maybe they killed this. That would be sucky for the RBI. Let's go ahead and check it out. This is it? Can you update this code so it actually prints out the full transcript so I can see what the words are? Let's go ahead and hit apply here. Stay in a good vibe, dude. Stay in a good vibe. If you ain't a good vibe around me, you gone. Peace. Peace, peace, peace be with you. Okay, 6. So this works. So oh, the market opened here today. Okay, so let's use that, dude. Let's get out of these. Leave thread. Close thread. Close thread. Big lick here. Close thread on Solana 282. Close thread. Close thread. Close thread. Close thread. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this updated here. Let's go ahead and update that here. And then let's run this back. That's so weird because let's go ahead and try it out here in this RBI. So if we go to the data here, RBI, let's go here and paste it in there. And then let's run this back. Interesting. It's so odd because this exact code is working and I was able to get the full transcript from my computer, but here on my server it's not working. Maybe there's some sort of thing that they're blocking it for some reason. That's weird. So I think it's just that it's from a server. So maybe that's why. We'll see though. Okay, so let's go here and say, first off, close thread, yes. YouTube watcher here. Let's run it. The thing is I know for a fact that it's not disabled. It's just not working because I just tried it from my computer and it seems to work. Okay, so maybe it's a okay, let's see if we can get him with that. That's a good idea. AI. Good job, buddy. Good job. She thinking over there. I see what she's doing. I can't say it though. Fatal error. I like what you're trying, but here's a bug. Pogo sticks in the house. Pogo. He's here. We here. Okay, let's go ahead and try this out. So, accept, okay. Let's run it back. Keep running it back till we get it. And maybe we won't. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We shall see. Again, I know for a fact that the transcript works from my computer, which is the weird thing. Just not the server. Nice, dude. Berlin.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
So there's no way I don't have that pip installed already, but let's just give it a go. And yeah, knew that was installed. Okay, let's say okay. Python vid watcher. Let's go back to the video watcher here. Nah, this is cap, bro. Bug. Delete. Close. 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 It's ironic that they did this with their launch of their new thing, dude. But that's what happens when you build on somebody else's stuff. It's the type of stuff that happens, bro. It's the tricky part of coding is you build on somebody else's stuff and they change it. And then it's like, oh, well, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that one. Well, I gotta fix that. Let's go ahead and give this one more spin here. Let's go ahead and give it another try, dude. Just keep trying. Just keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. If this doesn't work, I am going to deprecate this B. Peace. All right, so I'm just gonna change this back to outline here. Books are flying, dude. Big liquidation on ETH. So let's go to outline here, timeline here. Timeline, I'm gonna go back to 1 month ago. Compare, show, restore contents. Okay, sick, dude. So we got that back to the OG. I'm gonna go alert my team here because the video watcher is down. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, doo-doo. Thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. I did some debugging and it looks like that YouTube changed some things when it comes to transcripts. So for now, I have made this channel private and I'll keep working on it. And once I get it working again, then I will make it available to everybody. Essentially, I removed the access for everybody in the bootcamp. You might still have access, but everybody else doesn't. Thank you for alerting me. Okay, so I'm gonna say that real quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and BRB. Look, dude, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this exact trading bot framework, and I'm not gonna just tell you about it. I'm gonna let you steal it. I'm gonna help you master it. In this 3-day TradeBot challenge, if you're a crypto trader who's ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you typically are good at what you do, but you're just not having the results that you know you deserve in trading, here's a question for you. How would it feel if you could have a trading bot that traded for you for the rest of your life without you having to log onto your computer each day and stare at the screen? You see, I'm just a regular dude just like you, but for the last few years, I've been using trading bots to manage my entire portfolio while others, they struggled at controlling their emotions, stared at the charts all day. When you meet me in this 3-day TradeBot challenge, I'm going to give you my exact framework. We've all seen the endless ads, the cliches, the kids in the rented Lambos telling you how to trade. This is not that, dude. This is a proven trading bot framework backed by real data and thousands of hours of research into automated trading systems. And I put this system to the test with my own money and my own swarm of trading bots and hundreds of others I've transferred this knowledge to, and I want to transfer this knowledge to you now. While I can't give you a plug and play, set it and forget, make $1 million overnight, I actually put my money where my mouth is, and I use this exact framework that I'll be teaching you over the next 3 days. But look, you've seen the trading bots in the market. You've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear of quants that become wildly successful. And they make crazy money. So you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're smart. Because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed into all of this. Now I know what it feels like, not just to not make money trading, but to lose a ungodly amount due to emotions and just our bad human judgment. Everything else in life, I could just work harder at and I could get better results. But for trading, I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night, just staring at the chart, just to wake up in the middle of the night, liquidated. When you know you're ambitious, you know you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like I'll never give up, but I'll keep losing. Look, I get it, dude. It's normal for manual traders to lose. Remember, 95% of traders lose money. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to becoming a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading strategies for the rest of your life. You'll be able to build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. And if you're willing to step up, challenge yourself, and take me up on this 3-day challenge, it's just 3 days, I will help you automate your trading. And we'll do it in just 3 days. So here's the big secret. It only takes 3 things to be incredibly successful as an automated trader from home. You build a list of great trading ideas. You test those ideas to see if they worked in the past. And then if they worked in the past, you run those ideas or strategies with tiny size in trading bots. If you could do all 3 of those things, it's pretty hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone with great trading ideas who tested them constantly and deployed them with tiny size. I've never seen them not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another truth for you. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you've made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened to me. When you combine these 3 different elements, success isn't only possible, it's repeatable. This is my RBI framework that I'll be teaching over the next 3 days. It comes down to researching, backtesting, and then implementing into bots. And when you make the right decision and decide to meet me in this 3-day trade bot challenge, I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading strategy. And if you don't have one, don't worry. I'll show you exactly how to get hundreds of strategies. We have plenty of them written by PhDs and more. And I'll show you how to automate your trading right now. And I'm talking now, not like a year from now, but right now. If you don't know how to code, don't worry. I will show you exactly how to code. I did not know how to code either. Listen, I had one bot do over 200K for me, and I don't have some huge team or big unfair advantage. I'm standing here in a bedroom with a whiteboard behind me. I don't have employees. I don't have investors. I have no long-term obligations. I'm free as a bird. But I also don't have a Lambo or some fancy New York City office or a Miami office. I have a simple life. All I do is I code here live with you, and I show you everything I build. Just me, you, and the computer and the whiteboard behind me. So here's a quick story that I don't necessarily love to tell because it's a little embarrassing. But when I first got interested in automating my trading, I knew I had to learn how to code. And I was always super scared of learning how to code because I thought it was just for the brainiacs out there. But I knew in order to automate my trading, I would have to iterate to success. It would just be too expensive to hire a developer to like test, tweak. Anyways, I locked in for like 2 to 4 hours every day until I learned how to code. And I built my first bot. And then I put $10,000 of my hard-earned money into that bot. And I proceeded to lose every single dollar of it over the next 30 days. Yeah, so I lost 10 G's. No wonder I was losing money as a hand trader. I was trading a strategy, a broken strategy, that a bot couldn't even figure out. But that day, I developed my RBI framework, which I'll be showing you in this 3-day challenge, to ensure that I only run profitable trading strategies. My RBI framework is research strategies, then backtest those strategies to see if they worked in the past, and if they work in the past, then implement them with small size into a trading bot. Hey, I'm Moondev, and that day I developed a passion for trading bots and showing the RBI framework that I uncovered. You have to test your bots to see if they work in the past before you go ahead and throw 10K at them. If you can constantly research new trading ideas, then backtest those ideas to see if they worked in the past, and then take those that worked in the past and implement them into tiny bots. If you do that, you can't help but become a profitable algo trader. I'm just an independent trader from my bedroom who figured out a better approach to the market. And I believe code is a great equalizer. If you know how to code, you can build cash flow for generations, for the rest of your life. So the way I looked at automating my trading was this. I could learn all of this coding stuff. And best case scenario, obviously I'd have a bot that trades for me forever. But worst case scenario, I could just use my new coding knowledge and go get a job for 100K plus. That's a solid risk reward. And I know you're looking at your risk reward because you're a trader. Look, I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I want you to look me up. Google me, look on Trustpilot, type in Moondev, Algo Trade Camp. Look me up. You can see everything I'm saying is true. I have videos of every single piece of code I've ever written, all on YouTube. And that one that made me hundreds of $1,000s, that's on YouTube as well, dude. But just because it worked for me does not mean it's going to automatically just work for you. There's no plug and play. The number one rule of automated trading is never run someone else's bot. You have to understand what that bot does. Just like I got wrecked 10K on my first bot, how would you possibly know what somebody else's bot does? If there's like a plug and play bot out there, just run away. No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot. That's the number one way to spot a scam. If it's a plug and play bot, you know you're about to lose all your money. You see, I'm not the type of guy that's going to hype something up. I just try to transparently build what I think will make me money. Seriously, if you're skeptical at all, I have over 1,300 hours of YouTube tutorials. You can go watch my YouTube forever. Get to know me. Come back, make a decision. I've even hosted some of the best quants in the entire world, like Christina Shi. She traded upwards of $7.1 billion per day. That's billion with a B. And Dr. Ernest Chan, I've had a great conversation that you can go watch on YouTube right now. He's one of the best algo traders of all time. You know Jim Simons? Rest in peace. Well, who's next? Ernest Chan. And I've been able to learn from him. I've even had the pleasure of interviewing some unnamed Renaissance employees to talk about strategy that Jim Simons and Renaissance actually used. And I'm not telling you all of this just to brag, but I'm telling you this because I want you to take it seriously, because it could change your life. It's changed mine. Think about it. Who's one of the best traders of all time? Yeah, Jim Simons. He was the founder of Renaissance Technologies. What did Jim Simons do to trade better than anyone else? Yeah, he built trading bots that traded fully automatically. Even today, who's making all of the money on Wall Street? Yeah, the trading bot firms, dude. Google it. Google top trading firms. Who's going to show up? It's going to be like 2 Sigma, Jane Street, AQR, D. Shaw, Renaissance, all algorithmic traders. Jim Simons died with a net worth of $31.5 billion. That's billion dollars, dude. All from automated trading. Because Jim was smart enough to realize that there are patterns in the market that robots could trade and humans cannot. So he essentially executed his own RBI framework for years on end. And that's what I'm going to be showing you in this 3-day challenge. He once said, in a business like this, you have to just keep making things better and better and better. Essentially, always researching new strategies, then backtesting to see if those strategies worked in the past, and then implementing the winners into small bots. Jim executed his system of testing and deploying for years on end until he was hyper profitable. Look, Jim didn't just become a multi-billionaire. He changed bloodlines and created generational wealth for himself, of course, but also employees and investors. He returned over $100 billion in profits from 1988 to 2018. And he was able to give away $4 billion to charities. How cool is that? Imagine if you could have just a fraction of that impact. The sad truth is most people don't actually want to make money trading. They just kind of want to gamble. So if you're committed to automating your trading, then it's an absolute travesty if you do not embrace these principles that I will be teaching you. So your trading can be as good as you know as it should be without the human emotional intervention. Now on this page, you'll see exactly what is covered in the 3-day TradeBot challenge. If you think it is stuff that will help you automate your trading, then grab your ticket now. And at the risk of sounding bold, and I genuinely mean this, I think my stuff is the best. Not because of how much money I've made from my bots, but because there are plenty of people out there who have made a lot more money than I have. But more importantly, I don't think many people really want to share this stuff. And I believe I explain everything in the most simple manner so you can actually automate your trading as a regular person. I don't care how rich the gurus are. They make trading way too complicated and no one shows how to automate it. My goal is to make automated trading as simple as possible so you can do it right now. So my advice is to grab a general admission or a VIP seat to the TradeBot challenge. And I highly recommend you grab a VIP ticket because they get all of the recordings, and not only that, you get personal coaching as a VIP. You get to ask me questions throughout the 3-day event. Something that would cost 20 G's if you were trying to do one-on-one. But as a VIP, you could ask any question that you have, and I just consult for you for the 3 days of this event. So definitely think about that. Plus, they have access to all of the recordings. So the VIPs will get a lot more than the regular tickets. But either way, make sure you join today if you do want to automate your trading. Do not miss this opportunity. And I highly recommend the VIP. But here's the deal, dude. You can join the masses and keep trading by hand, looking for signals and investing in these cheap little solutions. Or you can invest in something that actually works. You see hundreds of people on this page that have gone through this and learned how to automate their trading. It's absolutely insane. So if you're interested in automating your trading, then grab your spot in the challenge right now. And trust me, you'll want to get the VIP experience. That's where we really roll up our sleeves and make the magic happen. Step up and start the challenge today. To ensure you have absolutely zero risk, I've implemented a cosmic level guarantee. Listen to this. You don't even have to say yes today, because I have this 90-day, no questions asked cosmic guarantee, meaning you can just say maybe right now, sign up, watch the entire 3-day challenge, and if you feel like it wasn't worth it for any means, all you have to do is say, hey, Moondev, I want my money back. No questions asked. You get your money back over the next 90 days. That's a 90-day cosmic guarantee. So you get to automate your trading. And hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Get your money back. Go ahead, sign up right now because I will not be teaching this forever. And join me and a ton of other traders in your position. We are all stepping on the gas and we can't wait to see you inside of this 3-day challenge. Look, dude, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this exact trading bot framework, and I'm not gonna just tell you about it. I'm gonna let you steal it. I'm gonna help you master it. In this 3-day trade bot challenge, if you're a crypto trader who's ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you typically are good at what you do, but you're just not having the results that you know you deserve in trading, here's a question for you. How would it feel if you could have a trading bot that traded for you for the rest of your life without you having to log onto your computer each day and stare at the screen? You see, I'm just a regular dude just like you, but for the last few years, I've been using trading bots to manage my entire portfolio while others, they struggled at controlling their emotions, staring at the charts all day. When you meet me in this 3-day trade bot challenge, I'm going to give you my exact framework. We've all seen the endless ads, the cliches, the kids in the rented Lambos telling you how to trade. This is not that, dude. This is a proven trading bot framework backed by real data and thousands of hours of research into automated trading systems. And I put this system to the test with my own money and my own swarm of trading bots and hundreds of others I've transferred this knowledge to, and I want to transfer this knowledge to you now. While I can't give you a plug and play, set it and forget, make $1 million overnight, I actually put my money where my mouth is, and I use this exact framework that I'll be teaching you over the next 3 days. But look, you've seen the trading bots in the market. You've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear of quants that become wildly successful. And they make crazy money. So you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're smart. Because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed into all of this. Now I know what it feels like, not just to not make money trading, but to lose a ungodly amount due to emotions and just our bad human judgment. Everything else in life, I could just work harder at and I could get better results. But for trading, I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night, just staring at the chart, just to wake up in the middle of the night, liquidated. When you know you're ambitious, you know you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like I'll never give up, but I'll keep losing. Look, I get it, dude. It's normal for manual traders to lose. Remember, 95% of traders lose money. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to becoming a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading strategies for the rest of your life. You'll be able to build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. And if you're willing to step up, challenge yourself, and take me up on this 3-day challenge, it's just 3 days, I will help you automate your trading. And we'll do it in just 3 days. So here's the big secret. It only takes 3 things to be incredibly successful as an automated trader from home. You build a list of great trading ideas. You test those ideas to see if they worked in the past. And then if they worked in the past, you run those ideas or strategies with tiny size in trading bots. If you could do all 3 of those things, it's pretty hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone with great trading ideas who tested them constantly and deployed them with tiny size. I've never seen them not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another truth for you. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you've made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened to me. When you combine these three different elements, success isn't only possible, it's repeatable. This is my RBI framework that I'll be teaching over the next 3 days. It comes down to researching, back testing, and then implementing into bots. And when you make the right decision and decide to meet me in this 3-day TradeBot challenge, I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading strategy. And if you don't have one, don't worry. I'll show you exactly how to get hundreds of strategies. We have plenty of them written by PhDs and more. And I'll show you how to automate your trading right now. And I'm talking now, not like a year from now, but right now. If you don't know how to code, don't worry. I will show you exactly how to code. I did not know how to code either. Listen, I had one bot do over 200K for me, and I don't have some huge team or big unfair advantage. I'm standing here in a bedroom with a whiteboard behind me. I don't have employees. I don't have investors. I have no long-term obligations. I'm free as a bird. But I also don't have a Lambo or some fancy New York City office or a Miami office. I have a simple life. All I do is I code here live with you, and I show you everything I build. Just me, you, and the computer and the whiteboard behind me. So here's a quick story that I don't necessarily love to tell because it's a little embarrassing. But when I first got interested in automating my trading, I knew I had to learn how to code. And I was always super scared of learning how to code because I thought it was just for the brainiacs out there. But I knew in order to automate my trading, I would have to iterate to success. It would just be too expensive to hire a developer to like test, tweak. Anyways, I locked in for like 2 to 4 hours every day until I learned how to code. And I built my first bot. And then I put $10,000 of my hard-earned money into that bot. And I proceeded to lose every single dollar of it over the next 30 days. Yeah, so I lost 10 G's. No wonder I was losing money as a hand trader. I was trading a strategy, a broken strategy, that a bot couldn't even figure out. But that day, I developed my RBI framework, which I'll be showing you in this 3-day challenge, to ensure that I only run profitable trading strategies. My RBI framework is research strategies, then backtest those strategies to see if they worked in the past, and if they work in the past, then implement them with small size into a trading bot. Hey, I'm Moondev, and that day I developed a passion for trading bots and showing the RBI framework that I uncovered. You have to test your bots to see if they work in the past before you go ahead and throw 10K at them. If you can constantly research new trading ideas, then backtest those ideas to see if they worked in the past, and then take those that worked in the past and implement them into tiny bots. If you do that, you can't help but become a profitable algo trader. I'm just an independent trader from my bedroom who figured out a better approach to the market. And I believe code is a great equalizer. If you know how to code, you can build cash flow for generations, for the rest of your life. So the way I looked at automating my trading was this. I could learn all of this coding stuff. And best case scenario, obviously I'd have a bot that trades for me forever. But worst case scenario, I could just use my new coding knowledge and go get a job for 100K plus. That's a solid risk reward. And I know you're looking at your risk reward because you're a trader. Look, I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I want you to look me up. Google me, look on Trustpilot, type in Moondev, Algo Trade Camp. Look me up. You can see everything I'm saying is true. I have videos of every single piece of code I've ever written, all on YouTube. And that one that made me hundreds of $1,000s, that's on YouTube as well, dude. But just because it worked for me does not mean it's going to automatically just work for you. There's no plug and play. The number one rule of automated trading is never run someone else's bot. You have to understand what that bot does. Just like I got wrecked 10K on my first bot, how would you possibly know what somebody else's bot does? If there's like a plug and play bot out there, just run away. No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot. That's the number one way to spot a scam. If it's a plug and play bot, you know you're about to lose all your money. You see, I'm not the type of guy that's going to hype something up. I just try to transparently build what I think will make me money. Seriously, if you're skeptical at all, I have over 1,300 hours of YouTube tutorials. You can go watch my YouTube forever. Get to know me. Come back, make a decision. I've even hosted some of the best quants in the entire world, like Christina Shi. She traded upwards of $7.1 billion per day. That's billion with a B. And Dr. Ernest Chan, I've had a great conversation that you can go watch on YouTube right now. He's one of the best algo traders of all time. You know Jim Simons? Rest in peace. Well, who's next? Ernest Chan. And I've been able to learn from him. I've even had the pleasure of interviewing some unnamed Renaissance employees to talk about strategy that Jim Simons and Renaissance actually used. And I'm not telling you all of this just to brag, but I'm telling you this because I want you to take it seriously, because it could change your life. It's changed mine. Think about it. Who's one of the best traders of all time? Yeah, Jim Simons. He was the founder of Renaissance Technologies. What did Jim Simons do to trade better than anyone else? Yeah, he built trading bots that traded fully automatically. Even today, who's making all of the money on Wall Street? Yeah, the trading bot firms, dude. Google it. Google top trading firms. Who's going to show up? It's going to be like 2 Sigma, Jane Street, AQR, D. Shaw, Renaissance, all algorithmic traders. Jim Simons died with a net worth of $31.5 billion. That's billion dollars, dude. All from automated trading. Because Jim was smart enough to realize that there are patterns in the market that robots could trade and humans cannot. So he essentially executed his own RBI framework for years on end. And that's what I'm going to be showing you in this 3-day challenge. He once said, in a business like this, you have to just keep making things better and better and better. Essentially, always researching new strategies, then backtesting to see if those strategies worked in the past, and then implementing the winners into small bots. Jim executed his system of testing and deploying for years on end until he was hyper profitable. Look, Jim didn't just become a multi-billionaire. He changed bloodlines and created generational wealth for himself, of course, but also employees and investors. He returned over $100 billion in profits from 1988 to 2018. And he was able to give away $4 billion to charities. How cool is that? Imagine if you could have just a fraction of that impact. The sad truth. Yo, we got an error here, dude. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened with my chat, dude. Broken. He broke it. Are you guys still here? 777, dude. Much love to you. All right, so let's see what's going on with the crypto markets here for a second. And are we still here? Okay, we're still here. H. Freeman, thank you. Yo, Archflow, thank you, dude. The oak and the reed. Better to bend than break. Big lick here on BTC. So it looks like up and down. Oh, God. That's tough trade, dude. That's tough to trade. Brothers love one another, dude. Real, bro. So I'll be good vibed. Good vibes. I do have a couple things I need to go through here, so let me go ahead and handle that. Nah. Hey, you can check back next week, but for now, the boot camp has been closed. So if your membership has expired, it's kind of too late. Sorry. Rico, what's up, dude? Seven, dude. 777. Much love, much love. Thank you. Oh my God. What happened here, dude? Block. XYZ. Revenue miss. All right, so damn, they fell heavy, dude. It's actually brutal. That, that's brutal, dude. What is the chat champs and how to win free boot camp? Honestly, I gotta delete that. I gotta just delete that because that was just an off the whim idea, dude.
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. You could get the boot camp for free though, dude, if you want. Here's a good way to get the boot camp for free. Go to the Clips channel and essentially you just go here Where is that Clips channel at? Clips channel here. And you can clip up some of my videos, dude, to get into the boot camp for free. If you get enough, then you could get it for free. But if you don't, you don't. So I kind of want to look into this miss here. Like, how bad did they miss? Block shares fall on private revenue miss here. Block reported fourth quarter results on Thursday that fell short of Wall Street expectation. The stock dropped 6% in extended trading. Wow. Here's how the company did compared to the analyst consensus estimates from LSEG. 71 cents. Oh, they missed out big time. Oh, I guess not. 6.03 versus 6.29. Revenue increased about 4.5 from 5.77 a year ago. Block, formerly known as Square, posted 2.31 billion in gross profits, increase from 2.03 billion a year ago. The company, which was an early leader, interesting, dude. Told CNBC the product launch aims to provide customers with more credit options and positions Cash App as a banking alternative for customers. CEO Jack Dorsey said on earnings call that combining more services like Cash App and Afterpay, we have a huge base of Cash Card customers that we can deploy this to, he said. We can do that extremely quickly. It's easy to roll out for us and alert people proactively of entirely new utility that they could use that day instantly. I mean, that's facts, V. Let's go look at their financials here. So this is annual financials and they've been growing. Quarterly, let's check out quarterly here. Yo, Mo, what's up, dude? How are you, bro? I also want to look into these top posts weekly here. Yo, what's good? Dr. Buddha 777, dude. So this one here has 5 stars. This one has 2 stars. Eight stars. Nine stars. 9 stars. I'm doing pretty good, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Glad things are going well over there. So I just want to double check these. So that's 2 stars here. Okay. 2 stars. This one here is 8 stars. This one's 9 stars here. So I'm gonna say this is a winner here. Copy message link here. And then also the 2 winners of the weekly giveaway. Congrats to these awesome back tests. Please DM me or send me your USDC Solana wallet address to claim your winnings. And then who was it? At Pray to Earn, yes. And then who was the other person? Winter. At Winter. Okay, sick. So we have this contest that goes on every week, and 2 people just won it. So Winter and Pray to Earn. Congrats, dudes and dudettes and whatever. That's fire, bro. That's fire. So I love giving away money, dude. Fun. It's fun. It's fun, dude. Fun to give away cash. Just like to have fun, bro. Look at this block here. Oh boy. That's rough, bro. Oh, it's back to these marks here. I love when I put marks on the chart, dude. And it comes back to it. Shows you can't really time this market, dude. But I think there's anomalies out there that you could trade. You probably not, but bots. Yo, Susan, what's up? How are you, Susan? Good time. Good time to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Much love to you. Hope you're doing extremely great. I'm actually gonna go get Ghost now, cause I gotta go get a little workout in. I didn't get it in this morning, so I'm gonna go get that in right now.
You're up 2-0. Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Actually, I think it is, Cole. All right, so I want to show you how to actually build an automated trading bot here in 2025. No funny business. Let's get straight to it. What is an automated trading bot? First off, an automated trading bot is a bot that trades your strategy automatically without human intervention. Why would you want to do this? Well, first off, you're a human. You got things to do. You got places to go. You got people to see. You don't want to stare at these charts all day. You know 95% of hand traders lose money.
Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
You know that the skill of trading is really not something that compounds. It's just like one good day, one bad day. Oh, snap, I had an emotional day. I lost a lot. Or I had a great day and I made a lot. I don't know about you, but I'm not personally one that wants to be making lifelong decisions every single day. So if you're trading big size,